Yo, welcome. It's the Where the Keys At Boys here back again. The next few weeks you'll be seeing a few celebrities, a few popular people, musicians, you name it. We've got a mixed bag for you. So with no further ado, to my right, we have...
the celebrity in the house. Thank you very much, T.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
Don't need to say my name. Now, what's up? It's Eli Etta Chure in the house. It's been a few weeks. What's up?
Government name again, but yeah, here we go. And also we have
Seekah Lytess, Seeks, whatever you prefer, man. Ipswich rapper. Yeah, good to be here, man. Pleasure to be here.
Welcome, brother. It's been a long time coming, to be fair.
Ipswich rapper, you said, yeah? We've just been looking at your TikTok page. I think it's a bit bigger than Ipswich, isn't it, really, mate?
Wow, yeah.
International rapper.
Well, no, man, but yeah, you got to put Ipswich down, man. That's my hometown, innit? Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't even shy away from it. Do you know what I mean? That's where you're from, man. Proud to be from here. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. It has its has its lows, it has its funny times and funny people, but no, we're good, man. It's Ipswich, bro. There's a lot of talent here, innit? Do you know what I mean? So
a lot of people know you're in Ipswich, but some might not. So I think the first thing we should do is kind of talk about your story. You know, you're from Ipswich, but I'd like to kind of just give us a little insight to kind of how you became the superstar that you are, to be fair.
I don't know about superstar, bro, but now, do you know what, man? I grew up in a musical background. Like my whole family do music. Other than my mum, believe it or not, my mum's the only one really in my family because all the musicians come from my mum's side. Okay. Obviously, my dad's side's another story. I don't know any of them, but yeah, all my mum, like my granddad is like the pioneer of it all. Do you know what I mean? He grew up. Like my aunties and uncles, all his kids, all done music. So I really grown up around just being in like pubs and going to gigs and that as a kid, like just surrounded by music. Used to be lived at my nan's a lot when I was a child, so they were all there. And then, so I gathered that music would probably naturally always be something I gravitate towards. Yep. But I think what made me to be like a rapper, not so much like a singer, or I can't sing for starters, but like playing instruments or anything, is in the 90s, like my uncle was a garage MC in Ipswich.
Was he?
Yeah. So he was in a group called Twin Peaks, and like DJ Abel was the DJ. Yeah. Like
okay. Let's say Twin Peaks. That sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, it was like Mossy, Pimper D and all that.
Right,
like, yeah. So I was just in like a little dusty sweatbox at my nan's house, you know what I mean? They're all
mixing up and that.
Yeah, doing what they do, you know what I mean? I'm just a little kid in the corner, man, and I just thought, yeah, man, that was like, I was in awe, do you know what I mean? I was thinking, this is the shit I want to do you know what I mean? And then, so yeah, that kind of, but before that, I was always a hip hop fan, like from a kid, like, because like my dad, in like 96 or 97, just before, like, I hadn't seen my dad since like 98, but just before that, my dad used to be a massive Tupac fan. So yeah, so yeah, I got Dear Mama tattooed on my finger, bro. That's my favourite song.
Brother,
you know I mean?
I have this debate all the time on this podcast because I'm Tupac through and through.
Without doubt.
These men are always Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. I've never been a Jay-Z fan.
The difference is, I'm not anti-Tupac.
You better hate
all Tupac songs, all his albums, whatever. You introduced me to Tupac, actually, I remember in high school. But I've known him since then. But I'm like Jay-Z, innit?
Yeah, Tupac is the guy, man. I think people they underestimate how great he is. Like,
but it's the emotion he provokes. Like, I'm like, I don't like the phrase conscious rapper. Yeah. But like, you know, I talk about heart on the sleeve subjects all the time. It's what naturally comes to me, and I think like Tupac's the king of that stuff. And
I can see that in your music.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you said about Jay-Z, it's crazy because, like you said, T, like about not being a fan of Jay-Z. It's crazy, right? If I read Jay-Z's lyrics like on paper, I'm like, oh my God, this guy is like the best. Yeah. But bro, I can't connect with him when he's rapping it. Yeah. For some reason, I've just never like...
He brags, that's why he's like
it's not even that. It's like, it's not even that, bro. It's like, it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't move me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like when I read it, it's moving me. And then like, because I was working with a producer before and he was like a massive Jay-Z fan. And I never really have been. And obviously I've listened to albums, Reasonable Doubt and, you know, all them ones from back in the day. Because I think, am I missing something here? Like, why is everyone so like Jay-Z? So I've gone back and done my research and studied it. And yeah, I'd be in the studio with him and he'd be like like reciting Jay-Z bars to me, and I'm like, fuck, that's crazy. What song is that?
Yeah.
So he'd give me the song, and I'd go home and listen to it, and I'm like, oh, bro, it's just not really hitting. Like, do you know what I mean? And bruv, and it's like against the grain as a hip hop fan to say you're not really like a Jay. But bro, I can only be honest, innit?
I'm the same. I'm the same. And the thing is, when I hear like, I love Biggie. I love Biggie's flow and that. But those artists to me, especially like Jay-Z, reminds me like Drake. Like they're just the kind of people that just hit the button and they make kind of like bangers or make kind of like.
I'll get ready to
commercial.
Come on.
They kind of make this kind of commercially tight songs and built, but they just don't. It just don't feel
Bro, the man is
real.
It
don't feel real,
I
man.
gotta interject you though, man, because Drake's my boy. Drake's
what he
so
does,
quotable.
what
bro.
he does, he's hit the market in so perfect. Like whatever he touches is gold.
Oh, it's Midas, man.
But he's not a rapper though, is he? Like he's not that rapper that he's not a Tupac rapper, is he?
No, he's not. But bro, it's funny you say that though, because like I'm not really into I'm not a fan of the Drake songs that really go like
the viral
quadruple platinum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I hear like Drake actually rap, like it's very like he don't really rap as much as he used to. But like Take Care and stuff when he was rapping on there, and on More Life, like the outro Do Not Disturb, bro, and he's just pure rapping, bro. They're some of the best like lyrics I've ever heard.
What are his?
Huh? Bro, who knows? But whoever's they are, deserves credit, and he delivers a good.
That's what I like about him. I think he's an actor. That's what I like.
Oh, he's great.
I think he's great. I think.
Well, he started as an actor, right?
Yeah. And I think it's like a rapper to me is Tupac. A rapper to me is J. Cole. That's a rapper.
Yeah.
They're my guys. But I hear it, and I see what people like Jay-Z, and I see what people like, you know, Drake and Tupac and that. But they're, you know, and
yeah, but J. Cole's my guy as well.
But Tupac's the GOAT.
I can see where you're going with the Tupac. You hearing Tupac in 97, was it?
Yeah, 96, 97,
Because he was, to me, Tupac was definitely, his whole thing was about telling stories as well, like narrative, shaping a narrative.
100%.
Like you could see his perspective. That's what probably why you connected with him. Because Brenda's Got a Baby or any story he's telling, like even when he's vexed and he's telling stories on Bomb First and stuff.
Yeah, Ambitious as a Rider, that kind of stuff.
Story,
yeah, he's just,
And it wasn't just like outside looking in kind of storytelling, and all your music that I've heard of late is like that too, right?
Yeah, for real, man. And that's the thing. I think it just was an emotional connect from early, and I've always just been into that style of writing. Don't get me wrong, like I don't mind the flexing sort of bars, because it's hip hop at the end of the day. It's a sport. I still love to hear people really bar it off. I started in grime, do you know what I mean? And that's what it all was about, you know. You couldn't really, as much as I used to try, you couldn't really project your emotions too much on like grime back then, because it wasn't. I think the music and it didn't really facilitate the thought process of that. And even though now a lot of it does, but yeah, man, he just connected with me, man. I remember being a kid, bro, having a cassette. Do you know what I mean? And back then, when you just got like a cassette that's been recorded from someone else, I'm playing one line, pausing it, writing the bar down, sticking it up on my wall just so I can remember that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
What's the best Tupac song then? Come on,
Dear Mama, man.
Dear Mama,
Dear
really?
Mama, bro. That's my personal like.
Okay.
I don't know, you know. I think it depends on what. I think with him, he's got so many tracks. I don't think I could pick his best one.
But they've all got a connect, though, innit? Even no matter what he's like, whether he's on a crazy one, like there's always a connect in Tupac's. Like I think it's just the way he just raps, like his voice. He's got so much emotion and rawness to it.
He's not a very good rapper, though, is he? Like technically, he's not a very good rapper. Like
he is, bro.
I think he is.
Do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of someone that just like. Not in an argument, but someone who just says what they think straight away and don't worry how neat it is.
But I think it depends on what songs you listen to, because sometimes certain tunes you listen to, like his flows like so on point, and sometimes he's telling a story. But I think the difference with him is that, like that's what I'm saying about like people like Drake and people like that and Jay-Z. Their flow is probably so much better. Like Biggie's flow is probably the best flow you can come across.
Yeah, it's
but
bubbly, man.
Bubbly. But when we talk about rappers and lyrically, like Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z are nowhere near as good rappers as like more technique. Nowhere near. Or Andre 3000. They're proper rappers and lyricists. But I think they just have a different style, man. They just have a different style.
That you're just boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or not boring, but most people won't be able to connect because it is kind of boring. Like Immortal Technique, it's not going to never have a big fan base because it's very...
It's niche, man.
Yeah. You have to have a bit of a opinion.
But you were saying about the Tupac thing, like... he just writes anything that come down. Well, I think you're right, man, because, you see them stories of him, he wouldn't come out of the booth for like 7 hours. He'd come out there, recorded like 10 tracks. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he's just literally, whatever's coming, he's just blurting it out. Do you know what I mean?
He's not overthinking it. So let's get back to you then, to Tupac. When did you, like, put a track down? So was it a grime track?
The first track I ever recorded, yeah, definitely. Like, I was writing for a bit, because obviously when you're, I don't know, I must have been like year 7, year 8 when I'm like actually writing, but you don't want to tell no one you're writing. I'm like writing, and it weren't until, it's funny, we was at school and some kid come to our school who was from Tottenham, and he just like started rapping, innit? And everyone was like in awe of this kid, and I was just like, shit, man, I've got raps as well. Do you know what I mean? And that sort of like allow me to go, right, boom. And then, do you know what I mean? There was a couple people in the years above me that were rapping as well, but because they were older, the older man are doing it because they're older, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But when someone my age then done it, I was like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? And then I come out, and then a couple others, and yeah, man, it was just grime for years, like. And then, because I found the transition pretty hard from grime to hip hop, if I'm not gonna lie, like, because I always preferred hip hop to grime as a genre. And when I tried to transition to hip hop, man, I was spitting so fast on it, and it was like so wrong, and I could just feel it was just uncomfortable. And it weren't until one of my pals just said to me, bro, just chill, like chill out on it. Do you know what I mean? But then it went the other way, and then I was just mad slow, and then I was like, nah, this is boring. But it's practice, innit, man? You just got to put the hours in.
I don't know why that was with grime. That, like, most grime artists just wanted to be rappers, innit? But British hip hop wasn't really accepted, so they done grime at that time. But then there was this thing where it felt like if you could say more words, you're a better rapper than there's someone who says less words. And I never really thought that. I always thought it's about what you say and the pace and the kind of different flows you think of, rather than being like Twister or something. You know what I mean?
Giggs proved that, didn't he? Because when Giggs first come out, everyone was sort of like, what the fuck is this? Because it was so slow. But he was in his own lane, and then everyone caught on, and then look at the scene now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and everyone's like that now, aren't they? Like, intellectually like now. Like, so like people like Nines and that, like, their style's so much better than it used to be. Like, I'm feeling people like that now.
Grime's
you know
making a massive resurgence right now, though, man. Like Scorcher and everyone are back there, world champion in grime again. Like, it's getting a bit of a push now, man. Do you know what I mean? I think everything gets a return. Do you know what I mean? Everything comes back around. So I think grime's having this moment again.
I don't know if grime ever will. It's never going to cross over. Yeah, it's always going to be the genre. It's got its place. But I don't know if I see or ever see Americans understanding grime. I feel like you have to really understand our culture to get grime, and that's probably why it hasn't caught on over there. Like, the feeling of it. It's not as universal as hip hop or R&B or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's very specific to British culture.
Yeah. Well, hip hop runs the bloody world, though, isn't it? When it's in terms of fashion, everything. It's like
Do you find that you get a following from a lot of Americans or online?
Do you know what?
Because your stuff is very British.
Yeah. Do you know what? Like, I do, but not. It's crazy. Like, when you look at the analytics of like my listeners and stuff, bro, it's the second country that listens the most to me is Australia.
Really?
Yeah. And when I was doing TikTok properly, like, so many fans from South Africa, which was bonkers. I was just like, what? Like, what's caught on in South Africa? Do you know what I mean? And it was nuts, man. So,
because obviously, as we were saying, your topics that you do are very personal, very kind of hard hitting, in a sense of things was probably happening in life in general, or happening to you, or experiences that people that you know, like, know have been through certain things. You know, obviously, some of the big tracks that you've done, the Doghouse and Superhero and that kind of stuff, and there's kind of things there. Is it just you in a moment when you're at yard and you're just sitting there, and then something pops up, you think, I'm going to start writing, or is there a certain time that you write, or you just pick up the pen when you just feel like you pick up the pen? How did you create a track? Like,
bro,
you know what I mean?
It's funny, man. It can just come at any time, really. I feel like if I go into the studio and say, like, right, today I'm writing, it doesn't work out like that. Do you know what I mean? Because you're almost putting a pressure on it where it's like, I've got some free time, I better write a song, where I'll just, like, in my day, as I'm going by, just be listening to things. And Doghouse, believe it or not, I was working about 25 minutes away, and I was just flipping through beats, and I wrote the first verse of Doghouse on the way to work, and I wrote the second verse on the way back. Got home, recorded the first verse, literally freestyled the chorus, recorded the second verse, put it up on TikTok about 45 minutes later, woke up in the morning and had like fucking 200,000 views or whatever. and I was just like, and obviously I'd reckon I'd posted about 9 to 10 videos on TikTok previous to that.
Yeah.
And you know, just didn't get nothing. And I posted that one, and I think within about 2 hours it had like 30,000 views, and I was like, rah. And then I woke up in the morning, it had like 200k. I was like, what?
How does that happen? I need to know, because technically, okay, you made this song, you've got this content that's good, it's appealing, but there's something must happen for people to get their eyes on it, or some important people must share it. Like, how does that
do you know
happen?
what it is, man? Like, I've done a lot of research, a bit of research on that stuff, and I think, bro, it's all about like the first like 10 seconds after you upload it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's the engagement that happens within 10 seconds.
Right.
So like, if you put it up and it pops up on someone's For You page, and in that 10 seconds 100 people like it and 20 people comment it, then it goes a little bit further.
Right.
And it's just like a domino effect.
Yeah.
So I think that's why you see now on social media, like, everyone's doing them transitions where it's like someone fighting and then it breaks into them rapping, because you see someone fighting on a thing, you're instantly like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Someone pops out rapping, then they've already got their attention, you stay there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's just about, and I think that's why a lot of my stuff caught on, because I was talking about such like touchy subjects and personal things that and I think, because, bro, I'm not afraid to address my flaws in my music, and I think that's like, I'm very heart on the sleeve and I'm very vulnerable, and I think in rap a lot of people are kind of scared to do that because it sort of discredits them as a rapper, I guess, and they're afraid to like let people know, like, fucking hell, man, I do some dumb shit sometimes, which I do and I have done, and it's like the only way I feel is like own up to it, because out there's someone else going through exactly the same as you, and it kind of comforts them. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
Vulnerability.
Let me put my phone on silent. But yeah,
That's why I never became a rapper. I made raps. There's some people that heard him. I've got a whole rap album that I made like back in the Lions days.
Yeah.
But I used to think, nah, I can't. I'd say stuff, and then I think, overthink it. If I play this, then my mum will hear me say that.
Yeah.
Or this person will know I feel like that. So then I would never do nothing. Plus, I was rapping American, so I never.
Oh no, you were one of them ones. You was one of them
I was
ones.
like, God, my core, I can't do this no
that's
more.
Some shit I can't get down with.
I was like, damn, stick with mate.
No, but yeah, you have to. It's quite an open.
Yeah.
You have to be quite brave to do that.
Well, it depends the type of rapper you are, but that's the thing with me, man. Like, I can't really speak about my problems, just like most men, innit? I'm like, I'll just bury it down until, I burst. So, like, music's always been like a release for me, and I don't mind, because when I'm writing it, I'm talking to myself. But once it's out in the ether, it's out. But I don't have to physically and intimately sit there with someone and be like breaking down. Do you know what I mean? It's like I can put it out and turn my head, and then people can have their own opinion on it. So that's a sort of that's a way I'll release some shit for me.
I bet though that must encourage people to message you and go,
yeah, it does get a lot.
This has happened to me.
Because that's why I kind of stopped a lot of the TikTok thing I was doing because I'd done that series. I don't know if you saw it. It was like a series called Your Story by Seekah.
Yeah, I see that still.
Yeah,
decent that was.
Yeah, so I like had like an email address that people could send their stories into, and I was like picking one a month.
And you worry about it, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, but bro, man, it was like fucking hell. Like after like a while, like when I first put it out there, that was when my TikTok was going crazy, and I woke up, man, and I had like hundreds and hundreds of emails, and I was going through them, bro, and there was some of the
deeper stuff.
Bro, I'm going to sleep like thinking about this fucking girl talking about how she was 13 getting fucking molested by her uncle and that. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, raw, I'm turning into like this fucking therapist for people. And I was like, and it was too heavy. It was too heavy. And I still get messages now, are you still doing that thing? I've got a crazy story. And I was just like, so I still do it now, but I charge people now, innit? But bro, it's like it takes a lot of my time. I was doing once a month for people for free, and I was just choosing one that caught me in the moment. So now I do I've done bare for like people's anniversaries and their weddings and stuff.
So hold on, explain it for me and the people that don't know. So if I could write to you and say, here's my story, make a rap from my perspective.
Yeah. And then I just charge people. So I charge people it depends on how long they want it, but I normally say between like 2 minutes. 2 to 2.5 minutes, I charge them like £200. But again, it's like that's not necessarily the music I want to be making. Do you know what I mean? I've got my own songs and projects to work on, so it is a way of making money, and I feel like that's something I can always fall back on, because still to this day I've not seen anyone else do it. So it's like a business plan,
which is crazy.
Yeah. So
Do you know what? ChatGPT could do that now, surely.
But can they rap it though? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. I know. You know who you are. People using ChatGPT for best man speeches and,
I've seen
wedding
people do
speeches
it,
now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's horrible.
It's horrible.
Because it's not authentic, man.
And you can really hear it as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's the same again, like you just said, if someone took my idea and just used ChatGPT to do it, then it's like, if I was the person paying this guy to do it and I found out he was just throwing my story into ChatGPT, I'd be pissed. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not you. People pay me also to do it because of the way I rap and the emotional value that comes with it. It's not just like a robot going here.
And that's that emotional kind of connection I think you have. Like, you've spent that time, the effort there, and that person knows that you've really sat there, wrote it down, thought about it, gone through a process. And I think when someone gives you a story or something like that, you have to embody that.
Yeah.
In order to, you have to call it, so you have to embody it. Yeah, you do. You become them. You have to kind of take it, eat it, and then digest it, and then bring it back up. And I think that's more powerful for me than just go, by the way, can you do this? So obviously, new track not so long ago. Yeah. Killing Eve.
Yeah.
Banger, by the way.
Thank you.
Really like it. Beats cold, flows cold. It's You've been doing music for a while, but I feel like now you're getting back to that point where you're now starting to focus on your music.
Oh, fully.
A lot more.
Yeah.
And I just want to know what your ideas are, what's made you do that full circle, because obviously you've always loved music, but I believe, and I've known for a long while, you know, you talk about, what was it, 2019, you was doing Latitude and stuff like that, and things like that, and you blew up to a certain point, and then you kind of went quiet again, and I know that was kind of intentionally for you, obviously, you know,
that
family, and that kind of stuff and whatever. But what's kind of, what's made the full circle?
Yeah, well, the Latitude, mate. Do you know what the Latitude thing, and in that moment in time when I'd done like O2 Islington and Latitude and that, and we were flying, man. And I won't go into the politics of it all because there was someone else involved, but I kind of got let down by the person I was with at the time doing the music. We was really going full steam ahead and was really busy and had loads of different people interested in working with us, like labels and companies and stuff. And man, the same old shit. Like, someone met a girl and just fell off the face of the earth. So like, I kind of was like back to square one, and I was a bit like, oh, do you know what I mean? And it kind of it knocked me a bit, where I should have just jumped back straight away, but easier said than done, man. Do you know what I mean? And then COVID hit, and bro, that was the worst time for me as a writer, man, because like I said to you earlier, when I put myself in a position where I'm like, I've got to go into the studio, I've got time for it, there's pressure. Now I've got like 2 years at home, and I'm like, I've got all the time in the world, I could write 4 albums, but I've got no inspiration, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got nothing around me, bro. I'm stuck in these fucking 4 walls, drinking and doing dumb shit every day because there's nothing else to do. And I'm like, what am I getting inspired from? So like, because I'm inspired by like life, man, and going out, talking to people and, getting stories. So again, COVID hit, and I was doing bits in COVID, and then, I stopped. And then I had that little resurgence on TikTok and that. But this is my problem always, man. Like, I'm my biggest critic and self-doubt. And soon as something starts getting really good, man, I just self-sabotage, bro. I always have done. And I don't know what it is. I think it's like insecurities. I'm getting deep, but I think it's like insecurities embedded in me from a kid, and just like, when something seems too good, bro, I just push it away.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, because I can't. I don't know if it's like I can't handle it, but it's just like, I'm just like, oh man, like, and my girl always says it to me, why the fuck do you do that? Like, you get to that point and then you go, oh, do you know what? Enough's enough. Like, do you know what I mean? So, but and then obviously I had my son, and then that takes,
Kids mess everything up, man. Everything stops when the kids come, innit? You think they're not going to, but everything stops.
Bro,
come on, man.
What, man? If someone would have told me it was like this having a kid, boy, honestly, like the stress in my house on a day-to-day, that kid, man, drives us round the bend, man. And it's like But then, obviously, I had my son, and he's 3 now, so I got past that baby stage, even though now it's way worse. Like, that was way easier when he was a baby. But, man, and then I just, bruv, in all the times I'm not doing music, it's still my every second thought. Do you know what I mean? It's still, I'm at work, and that's the worst thing. Like, I'm at work, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I have every Tom, Dick, and Harry constantly like, bro, where's the music? What are you doing? You shouldn't be on site. Like, and then, bro, and then I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna give it a go again, and I've got a new manager now, which is like, he's sick, man. Like, he's really giving me the oomph I need. Like, he's really putting things into play. And yeah, man, I've cut my hours down now at work. I'm only working 2 days a week, so I'm just like completely focused now. And
love that.
Yeah, and like obviously Killing Eve was the first release of this like resurgence I'm having. But Killing Eve is not a song that actually like represents me the best as a rapper. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to come out with something first that could just turn some heads. Yeah,
like trying to prove it's
just let man know like I'm still here. I can rap. Do you know what I mean? And and it's done really well. It's had like in the last 2 weeks, had like 7-8 plays on like One Extra, BBC Radio 6 and stuff. So it's doing well, man. It's just doing the rounds, and I think it's done what I intended to do, what I set out to do. The next single's coming 22nd actually in a couple of weeks. So yeah, and that's that's quite a summery one. That's why it's been so quick to come out, because I wanted it to get at least a month for the summer. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
A month? You think we got a month left? Jesus Christ.
Bruv, I'm optimistic, man.
It's something done.
Nah, man, it's not done yet.
You get a little September.
But man, we can push that out to the Europe and then actually, man.
Exactly.
So there'd be hot weather out there. But so
yeah, that's the full circle, man. I just thought now I'm getting older, man, and at time's only running out, and I think I realised that when my son's 3 already, and I thought, boy, before I know it, do you know what I mean? Like
time ain't running out. I think with rappers now getting to a place, especially US rap, like this year, where we're realising there's a space for older stories now.
Yeah.
When I say older, I mean 35 plus stories.
Yeah.
Hip hop's always been youth rap, innit?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I do think the conversation is changing. I don't think it's too late. I think there's about to be a new space for older rappers.
Yeah. The thing is, I guess what I sort of meant by it as well is like most people that are my age, because you've got like a lot of older rappers that are still doing stuff now and active, but they've been doing it. Yes. And they come back, but they've already made their stance. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, I've made a little one, and I'm not like unknown, but I'm not like known. But I thought to myself, if it's gonna be it's gonna be now or never, man. Yeah. And I think I've took this like year out. Like I said, I cut my hours down, and I'm taking this year. And I said to my girl, look, I'm happy to live bummy for a year.
Yeah.
Work a little bit. Enough to pay the bills. I don't need nothing flash. I don't need to be flossing or flexing or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And if in a year's time, I'm a considerable amount closer to where I want to be, then we crack on. Yeah. If I'm baby steps forward, then maybe I'll be like, right, maybe we'll not push it as hard as I am and maybe hope for a lucky break. But I think for this next year, I'm just going to go, man. I've got so much music.
I love that. Because I was going to ask you what is your next steps, and that's quite nice because I think we as people in general are so scared to take risks or follow our dreams. We play it safe because we worry about, we've got bills to pay. We worry about the home. We worry about having nice things, having this, having that. And actually, you're probably more unhappy doing that and less fulfilled doing that than actually, do you know what, just chilling.
Yeah, man, I just got to push, bro, and just give it what I got.
Let me know. I'm really interested in the recording process because you started 20 years ago. Back then, I'd imagine it would have been like you knew a guy who made beats and then you sit with them and they'd make beats and you'd record a song, you'd all mix it yourself and you put it on a CD or whatever and give it to your friends. Mm-hmm. How does that work now? How do you find a beat? Do you write to a beat? Do you work with a producer? Do you work on an EP with one person? Does your manager give you beats? Like,
So at the moment, bro, if I'm honest, like there's a couple producers I work with that send stuff, but bro, the internet's a goldmine, man. I don't let anyone say, like, a lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, I love the setting when you're in a studio with somebody and you're making it and you can craft it together and you can say this, and that environment you create and that magic that you create in that moment is the best feeling ever. Like when I was done Latitude and that was just me and a guy. Yeah. And we was making it all from scratch together. And, that's gold dust, you know what I mean? But now, bro, like, yeah, I'm just on like BeatStars and shit, finding beats, and then and like you said, funny thing what you said, bro, is that people don't even pay for beats, but best know I pay for every single beat I use.
When I say people don't pay for beats, though, like you might lease a beat for £100 or something.
Yeah.
That's not really paying for beats, you know.
But
from a producer's perspective, you can't make a living off that.
No, you can't. But it depends how many people lease that beat.
Yeah. So you make the tune. You got the tune. Where's the first place you go? Do you go to the Spotify's, or do you go to social media to put it out? What's
Social
best
media.
for you? Social media first.
Social media, yeah. So social media, like what I done with Killing Eve. So I had a 2-week like promo period.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like drop like maybe 5-6 reels like every 2 days, a different.
So not even the whole track.
No, only like 30 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. And then it would be like, you know, Spotify link in bio, out on whatever day. So it's like you drip feed it to them until they've had so much of it that they can't wait for it.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That must have an impact, whether you realise it or not, on how you write the song. Because you're writing the song thinking, it's like making a podcast thinking, yeah, this is going to be good content, this section here, and then this section there.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I actually don't. I just...
Nah?
Nah. What? Yeah, I don't. Like, I don't plan it like that. I just... If I make the song, I'll just be like listening to it thinking, oh, what bit would sort of catch someone's attention?
Yeah.
Maybe that bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So... But yeah, because the writing process, bro, I mumbled the whole song before I even put a word to it. Do you know what I mean? I'll record the whole song like mumbled. Like I'll just be making like noises, just finding the flow.
Scatting.
Yeah, and then as soon as it's done, then I'll just put words to the noises. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So sequencing's completely changed. Do you remember like old albums? 90s hip hop for us,
yeah.
Like albums, I used to know that number 7's going to be this kind of a tune. You know, towards the end, you're going to have the tune where they talk about their mum or their dad.
Yeah.
Like in the middle, you got the big poppy single. Like there was a kind of a flow, weren't there? Yeah. And I guess the album flow is not as important now. It's more about how you drip feed.
And sometimes the first track was always going to be something that hit you, so you thought, right, well, listen to the rest.
Yeah.
Intro. Yeah. And then the thing is, well, and they would have outro, so you think, go wait for what's going to come next, the next album or something like that. You're just always there. Like, there's always a theme, man.
I love that.
Like that.
I do miss that. I do miss the sequence of an album. I know we still have albums out, but it doesn't feel like they have those kind of journeys anymore.
Nah, there's not much. I don't think I've listened to any album recently where I've probably thought, I don't know, say it's got like 10 to 12 tracks on it, that there's been more than 3 tracks.
Well, albums need to be about, now commercial albums, to be successful, they have to be like bangers, don't they? You were talking about the Drake Take Care album. That wasn't all bangers. Like that was a sequenced album. He had to tune like You Deserve It and all them tunes. I used to love that tune. Yeah. But it was a story with bangers in it.
Yeah. But that's my favourite type of album, man.
That's albums. That's sequenced albums.
Yeah,
but now it's like you just got to have 10 bangers.
Yeah.
What killed it for me, and I'm not even an R&B guy, but when Chris Brown released that album with like 30 songs on it. Maybe 5 years ago.
That's a mixtape.
And that's just like he just threw songs and I thought it's over now. No one's going to bother even trying to make a project anymore.
Bro, the best one in the recent, however many, like Good Kid, Mad City is the best album. Like
and that's 10 years old.
But that's talk about sequencing an album. That's
even Damn was.
Damn's crazy.
A Good Kid, Mad City was literally the car journey. You know what I mean?
Mate.
And the answering machines would run all the way through. Yeah, that's the story.
Unreal.
Yeah, that's.
That's why everyone likes Jay-Z. I'm sorry. If you listen to Jay-Z album,
we're not doing
back.
To it, man.
Jay-Z his albums all. Listen to Blueprint. This is a Black album. Listen to Reasonable Doubt. They're like proper albums. Kingdom Come even is a proper album. Makes sense as a journey. Kanye West done it with College Dropout and all. They all have journeys.
I think Kanye's better than Jay-Z.
Oh, you're talking crap.
I think if you go head to head for albums,
they're different, very different.
But if you go maybe not better rapper. If you go head to head for albums, I think his albums probably beat Jay-Z's. You know.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we'll establish your path, your next thing. So you say, have you got a timeline? Have you got a timeline? That's what I want to know. Have you got a timeline? I know you can't put time on when success is and that kind of stuff. But obviously, you said you took a year out, so we know you got roughly a year to kind of do stuff. So you just aiming to go ham for that year. Yeah.
Well, I've got a plan. Like I say, the next single's 22nd, and then as a schedule at the minute, the EP is going to be end of September. But that can push to October if needs to be. It all depends what the next single does. If it warrants to breathe a little bit longer, then it will.
So are you dropping that completely on the 22nd, or are you dropping the snippets before?
No,
snippets
it's
then?
completely dropping on the 22nd.
Okay, cool.
So in the next
Week or two.
in a week or two, I'll start drip feeding the promo.
Yeah.
So yeah, then the EP end of September, early October, and then I think what I'll do from there is I'll probably release like 1 or 2 singles in between.
Yeah.
And then at the start of the year, like maybe February, March time, drop an EP again. So
Nice.
EP, or if things go the way they are, might just drop an album. But I reckon I'm 90% sure I'm going to drop another EP first. I would never sit here and go, if I ain't like fucking blown up in a year, then I'm done. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, but if I've got considerably closer to where I feel like I want to be. Because at the end of the day, man, I was speaking to my manager the other day about it, and I was saying, you know, like, you can have your niche fan base and be making a good living and having so much fun, and no one even knows really who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
know,
the
like,
best success.
yeah, bro. Like, I was put Loyal Kana as an example, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not really had many radio hits. Yeah. He's had a couple over the last 10 years. The geezer's headlining Glastonbury got like over 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Like, you ask the general, the average household who's Loyal Kana, they'll say, I don't
You
know.
can walk down the street anywhere. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's living life.
Yeah.
Got good paid, having fun, doing what he loves to do. You know, got the stresses that comes with it, because with success comes stress. But he's like in such a niche, and like, and the hip hop scene, like, especially the hip hop, like the sort of hip hop I've got coming, like, bro, like, people in Europe, like Germany and that,
Love that
love
stuff.
it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like massive there, and it just facilitates so much.
And if you just tour Europe and do those little things,
Bro,
yeah.
bro, if someone said to me in a year's time, bro, you got a European tour, you're playing in 6 different countries, you got 20 shows, I'm there. Do you know what I mean?
And that kind of success is probably going to give you a bit more longevity as well than
for
burning
sure.
brightly for a
Because
short time.
it's core fan base as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a splash in a pan.
Yeah.
If these people really, if you're going out to Germany or, you know, Norway and places like this, and people are really there to see you, and they've come to see you and excited for you to come, bro, they're your fans forever, them people.
Well, that's the key thing you said is they come to see you.
Yeah.
They're invested in your story, not in
exactly.
your song. That's a big song.
That's the difference, innit?
Yeah.
If it's a song, cool, that's a splash in the pan. If it's you they're buying into, they're your fan forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, cool. So obviously, Seeks, music
Yep.
is your forte, is your passion, but also I know that you like football.
Love football.
Yeah, that's you know, you're a bit of a baller. You're 35, yeah, innit?
Yeah.
So you must have to make an appearance for the Vets soon, you know.
Are you playing? Who's your vets?
We're Wonder, isn't we?
Oh, I've just gone to bloody Woodbridge.
Have you gone there?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, man, they're dead, man.
Are they dead?
They're dead, bro. You need to come over and play with Devon, them, man, there, man. And come over with Oslot and that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're dead, man. Nah, they're right, but you're not. Yeah.
Do you have to pay then? I'm not a football person. Do you have to pay to play Vets?
Well, we do. We just put like 50 quid in for the whole season.
Okay,
and
it's
then
not
you
that bad.
with our one, like we play in Wanderers first pitch. Like you get a season ticket as well, so you go take your kids to watch the matches and stuff. Food's put on.
So is there any talent? Can
I?
I just pay because I paid and play? Or is it like you still got to be good?
Not really. It's more fun, really. Half these. I mean, our team is ridiculous.
Really?
Talking about football, what we saying about the mighty Scouse, mate?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I thought, you know what? We've talked about the music. Obviously, I know that you play. Good little player. Forward. We've just signed a forward. And maybe sign on another forward.
Don't, man.
I think it's a done deal, you know.
Bro,
Eli's not really a baller. Eli's not really
Eli
a
has
baller.
left the chat.
He's an Arsenal supporter, but don't really know football.
Right. Most Arsenal supporters don't.
Yeah. One of them. But I think the Isak thing is happening.
But do you know what, bro? It has to, especially with like looking like Nunes has gone today as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've lost Jota, obviously RIP, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yes, that's crazy.
So, you know, bruv, we've signed Ekatike, but we ain't got no one else. We need another one.
Yeah, I think that's a done deal. I
The
think.
Sesko thing, though, he's gone United now, and he looking like it.
Yeah.
But they've got others. They've got other options, but they need to. At the end of the day, bruv, I know what it's like. Like when we had Alonso and he wanted to go, you got to let them players go, man.
The thing is, if someone's going to go to bigger and better things, you got to let them go to bigger and better things. So I think that's the. So what you said about next year, you think we're going to retain?
Bruv, I'd like. Bro, it's that thing in it when everyone's like, "Oh, you've done it with that team and you've just added to it." But bruv, it's the Premier League, man. You just never know.
Only 2 teams have won it back-to-back, innit?
City and United.
Arsenal.
No. City, United, and 2 teams have won it back-to-back. So it's like, it's very hard to do. And I think, people kept saying, well, Arsenal 1 striker away from winning it. Well, you got your striker now.
Yeah.
And you got a centre midfielder now, and you got centre half now. Do you know what I mean? You're strengthened fully, so they'll be closer.
Chelsea will
strong. I think City will then be closer.
City come back definitely.
I feel like I just want to see us have a good run.
Yeah, same, bro. I think
A good run.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think we'll be there or thereabouts, 100%.
Yeah.
I can't say we're gonna win it because who knows, but I think if we get Isak, we're definitely.
We'll be
We
up
need
there.
a centre back, man. We need a centre back as well, bro.
We do need a centre back.
Quanza's gone. We've got Van Dijk, Gomez, and Konate. That's it.
Yeah, and the young youths really.
Yeah, but we need something else like Gay, man. Get him in, bro.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
Yeah,
I'll take him. There's a
100%.
few. I think we will get a centre half, and we may get a CDM.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need one, because I think Grav will be there, and I think you can still use Endo, and you can drop McAllister back. But I feel we may need to just get a couple more in the door.
And I don't know if you've been watching pre-season, but Szoboszlai is looking sharp.
Yeah, and Gakpo.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Sharp, bro.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai is everywhere, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
he knows his positions under scrutiny right now.
Well, I think
do you know
between him and
what I mean?
McAllister in it, because Versus has to start.
Yeah,
and he's a
can't
baller.
pay that money for
and
not.
he's a baller.
Yeah,
The way that he's balling now is crazy. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the season. I'm really excited for the season. I feel like we'll be there or thereabouts. I think we get a little cup and get Champions League again. We finish. The aim is to win the league, but if we can finish in the top 2, I'll be happy.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I think the manager's now got his own team as well as what he built on last year. So let's see what he's going to do, what formation he's going to play, how he's going to. I think he's very clever. He rotates a lot, so I feel like we will. Yeah, we'll be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll be there
We'll
or thereabouts.
definitely be challenging for sure.
100%.
If Salah's got another year in him like he has last year, and we've just added Wirtz and that in there, then bro, come on.
Yeah.
We was crazy. To be fair, we weren't actually crazy last year, but
So consistent.
yeah.
So
Do
consistent.
you know what I mean? So
consistent, man.
Yeah.
I feel like
I see Eli nodding like.
he's a basketball fan, man. So that's.
But I agree that, like I was saying, consistently good is better than excellent sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what we done. We were just consistent throughout. We didn't really have any blips, and we had blips. We had a blip at the end when everyone was in Ibiza and Dubai party when we already won the league.
Yeah.
It was done.
Talk about Isaac, bro, but we're done with that.
No, go for it.
Now I was just gonna say, well, I just hope we get him, man. I just feel like he'd be perfect for our team.
He will, but I think the front three will be Isak, Ekatike, and Salah.
Yeah, I think Ekatike will come off the left.
Yeah, he will.
And it'll just be him and Gakpo.
Bit like an Henri type.
But let's talk about Rio though as well. Our little
Baller.
bruv, he's
Baller.
gonna be the guy.
Balling out.
Jesus
Balling
Christ.
out. Young you, 16,
Yeah.
broken the team, but he's just playing pre-season and he's just scoring goals, bro. He's just twisting out, little black
16.
kid. Yeah, but he's
Bro, he's a
sick.
joke.
But he's a joke, like bare skillful. Just like he's gonna be one of those.
Yeah.
He's probably the best. It's him and Max Dalman I like for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Them two, they're probably the 2 best youth players at the moment.
His numbers
Coming
are actually
through.
better than Rio's, isn't it?
Yeah. I think them 2 are coming through, and they'll be the next top players for England. I believe.
Yeah.
We don't know, but yeah, that's where we're going at.
Because you lot think you know hip hop so much, yeah. I want to hear your top 3 storytellers. No 2-pack.
Storytellers.
Just rappers that tell
J. Cole.
stories. J. Cole 1.
Yeah, probably for me.
I'd say I think just going off Good Kid, Mad City alone, Kendrick would be my number 1. I think Nas would probably be my number 2.
That's a good shout.
When
That's
Nas came
for me.
through with that shit back then, like when he was painting them vivid images, bro, that on that Illmatic album.
Yeah,
was
that first album.
Yeah,
was-
so
Yeah, probably Nas, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
No British people.
I think if I was probably picking a British person,
it's hard when you're saying storytellers
Yeah,
though, because
that's
like
hard.
if you were saying one of my favourite ever tunes in life is a British song rapper, bro, and that's Swiss Cry. Bro.
that's my tune.
Like that is like one of my
my
favourite
tune.
ever
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah, that's my
bro.
favourite song.
Yeah, like literally,
I played it in our clash. To be fair,
Yeah, bro. I had to do a press thing for a magazine last week, and they said to me, 5 like not of your all-time favorite, but 5 songs that's like stuck in your mind forever. And Swiss was in my top 5. That was.
Skinny Man was.
Do you know what's terrible about that song though? Yeah, it's that the single version was so horrible.
Yeah, the hook was dead,
was
man. You
horrible.
got to play the 4-minute
cut the
version.
verses
without
out.
the version. Yeah.
And when I heard that, I thought, nah. This is
You just got to keep that sample in the background, just rap for the whole thing, man. That's
Skinny Man,
legendary.
yes,
Man.
Cancel the State of Mind album
Mad
was
Fam.
amazing.
Kalashnikov was bad as well.
Kalashnikov was
We
crazy.
had some
he was in
British
Ipswich the
rappers.
other day.
Yeah, someone said that. Was he at that thing?
The Miami bar, innit?
Yeah, Miami bar.
Apparently he's coming back to perform there.
Yeah.
Kalashnikov.
Yeah, bro, he was just in the
Clash of
bar.
Blood Clot Necklace.
Yeah, Clash of Blood Clot Necklace.
Nah.
That was a that
Mike Chelsea.
British rappers have always been, I think, good at telling stories.
Yeah.
Sway the Sappho.
Yeah.
Just tell funny stories. Like he was more of a joker, but he was still good at
Bro,
storytelling.
we've got some
Roots Maneuver.
unbelievable. We've got some
Roots.
unbelievable.
Ruse.
Yeah. Like, and if you take it even like Wretch, bruv, is one of the best
Wretch is
rappers
one
on
of the
the
best
planet.
rappers,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Wretch is cold.
Gets is still even, and what Gets has been able to maintain to do without breaking across that. I know he's tried to break the barrier a little bit, and it's never really worked. But
Yeah.
in terms of like a rapper and lyric ability, man, Gets is
Gets a Wretch are probably good.
Crazy,
top,
man.
Top.
crazy. But yeah, in terms of storytellers,
British as well, actually, and I got to shout him out because he's actually. If I got to go British, Akala for me.
Yep.
yeah, I like Akala, but you know
Doesn't
what?
release enough
Different.
music.
That's enough music for me.
Yeah.
But I like his.
Akala, but do you know
Yeah.
what? You said something earlier and it kind of reminds me of Akala. You know, the too many words and the too technical,
yeah.
And I'm a rapper, so I like that. But sometimes I'm like, you see, like when Andre 3000 does it,
Yeah.
it's different to when Akala does it.
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
get
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Akala's sick at it,
Yeah.
and he's great, and he's a really like icon in the UK like scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wouldn't be my go-to. Do you know?
For me,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
storytellers, I don't know if I'd put any British rappers in. I rate them highly, but I do still think this whole British America thing. America are the people that kind of created this format.
Yeah.
And I would say for me, Nas. I almost forgot Nas. You said Nas, but Nas, like when he told the backward story, I said love that off. I can't remember what album it was now, or the gun
The
story.
gun story. I knew you was
Oh,
going to say it.
do you know what I mean? What was the backward story though? That was amazing. He told the whole story in reverse, and I was like, oh damn. Lupe Fiasco for me.
Oh, yeah,
Lupe
Lupe's
Fiasco,
cold.
storyteller, crazy.
cold.
Like you could just see what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Him, and then
But I also think about people like Mos Def and that, and Common and that.
yeah, but did most really tell stories though? Like he was more like educator. Common told stories.
Common told stories.
Common was serious.
Common was serious.
Jay-Z, man, Jay-Z.
No, but that's the thing, and I'm not even.
Stories.
The thing is, I'm not even against you on that.
Yeah.
I'm not even against you on that because, again, like I said, when I read his lyrics,
Yeah.
I'm like, rah, like, do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's that? What's the lyric he says about his What's the lyric and he says about his dad or someone he getting shot in front of him on his knees?
Meet the parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what like he paints a vivid picture, but it's just I can't just
That Meet the Parents story is just different, man.
Yeah, but like I'm not saying Jay-Z ain't up there, but yeah, I'd say Nas, Kendrick. I don't even know.
Oh, it's hard, Kendrick, man. Jesus, yeah.
Bro, Kendrick's. Yeah, I think Kendrick's the best.
But then, like, Absol,
he's
like,
niche
and
as well,
you
he's
can
very
get a
niche,
bit
though.
deep because if you didn't say Kendrick, you say Absol because Absol is kind of on Kendrick's level, but he's not
Nah, he's
crossed
not,
the
man.
lines like that. He is.
He's not on Kendrick's
He
level.
is.
He's
oh my
not,
god,
bro.
his storytelling is.
Bruv, he's good. He's good, but he's man. I don't think he
Nah?
is like J Rock. Any of them, man. They're at school.
Nah, not J Rock or Schoolboy, but
ASAP is sick.
Absol.
Like, is that on his last album? The album just gone that better tune. I gotta do better.
gotta do better, yeah.
That's
He
a
just-
tune. I love it, but
he just doesn't make better songs. But storytelling wise, he's
Yeah, he is crazy, but yeah, like that, bro. Like I said, I think personally, Good Kid, Mad City is.
that's Kendrick's #1 album.
Yeah, man. I know To Pimp a Butterfly was sick.
Section
Damn, was
80
sick.
for me might be his best album.
But Section 80 was like my favourite because
Yeah.
that was like even Overly Dedicated before that. I loved that as well. That was raw as hell. Section 80 was unreal, but bro, Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think in the last like 15 years anything has quite got me like that has. Like
Yeah.
when I heard that the first time, I was literally listening to that for like 6 months, bro, without like
Is
listening
Good
to
Kid the
anything.
one with Tupac's voice at the end? Nah, it's not. Is
Nah.
it? What's the one with Tupac's voice at the end? That might be Damn. No, it's not Damn.
No,
Or
it's
To Pimp a Butterfly. I can't remember.
I think
Whichever
of-
one it was,
of-
yeah. I listened to the album at night because it came out at midnight and I was waiting for it and I played on my headphones and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And Tupac, he interviews Tupac at the end.
Yeah.
And I was having nightmares. I didn't know what I was so confused because he was properly talking to him and I thought, this album's just nothing.
Yeah, man. Like his last album was okay.
Nah,
not
that was
GNX.
terrible.
But
Last
like,
two were terrible.
the GNX one has got like one tune on there that I Deserve It All. That's
Man in the Garden.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah.
Mr. Morel, that tune when he's going back to back with what's her face on there when they're doing an argument is sick.
SZA,
Oh, would
is
it get
it?
SZA?
Nah, it's
No, it's with a girl in it.
yeah, where she's rapping.
Rapping. He's a lot. Yeah.
She's an actress, I think. I can't
Yeah, I
think
know
of her
what
name. She's
you're
not
talking
actually a rapper.
Them last two albums are terrible.
But
I wasn't happy with them.
nah, yeah. But
No,
Damn,
not at all.
Damn and Good Kid, Mad City after Section 80 are the two. Like I put Damn over to Pimp a Butterfly. To be fair, even though the production on To Pimp a Butterfly is insane. Do you know what I mean? He won like that jazz award for Damn that no rapper
Yeah.
or as anyone's ever won.
For
like,
Damn or for Pimp?
Nah,
Must
for
be
Damn. I'm
For
pretty-
Jazz or for Damn?
Bro, I'm pretty sure.
Pimp
What's it
was
called?
the funky jazz album though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
really?
was. But I think for Damn, what's it called? Is it Patel?
Pearlet Surprise.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Was that for that, was it?
Yeah, I think it was for Damn. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. That's mad.
That happens a lot in movies and music as well. You get the award not for the thing you should have got
Nah,
before.
for real,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
They're like,
man.
oh, we were late. Here you go.
Yeah.
You're the best. All right, so we're gonna have to check out. That's it. We ain't got much more time. Seeks, before we go, where can people find you?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that. Seekah Lytess. It's Lytess, not Lights, because I don't know if you've been hearing it, but
Yeah.
bro, all the DJs on radio, BBC One Extra, are all calling me Seekah Lights, man. I'm like, bro.
Seekah Lytess.
But yeah, Lytess, Seekah with an AH instead of ER, LYTESS, all platforms. Yeah, man.
All right, thanks for coming on today.
Nah, it's been
Appreciate
an
it.
absolute pleasure, man. I really enjoyed it. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man,
having
and
me.
obviously when you release on the 22nd, man, you know, maybe get you back on soon as
Yeah,
well
man,
when
for
you
sure.
start getting his EPs out and
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, just a couple little snippets and stuff. But yeah, man, I just wish you all the success, bro.
Really appreciate it, man.
And yeah, keep the grind going.
Thank you, boys.
We out.
Been a pleasure.
Peace.